All right, today at Fraser Motor Car Company, we are reviewing a one-owner 1985 911 Carrera coupe with 9,478 miles on it. 9,478 miles, one owner, original paint, garage kept and documented. Slate gray over black with sports seats. Original paint, I already mentioned that. I will show you paint meter readings. This is an ROW car. For those of you that don't know, that means rest of the world. And it has more horsepower than the US version, quicker. This car has had the proper EPA and DOT components installed when it was new. This car was sold by a franchise store. I argued that point to the grandson who I bought this car from. I said if it was a rest of the world car, the Porsche North America would not allow them to sell them on the franchise lots. However, this one was. And when he stated that, I do remember that some stores did. They probably got their hands slapped, but some did. So this was sold new at a Prestige Porsche outside of Philadelphia, I believe it is. This man lived in southern New Jersey. So this is a one-owner car. Grandpa bought it new, and he fell ill and left it with his daughter, his only daughter. He kept it in the garage. She had a shoulder problem, so she could not drive the car. So it sat. Two years ago, they embarked on getting the car up on its feet. They spent several $1,000s. I have the receipts for that. And without quickly going through them, some of the things, the major thing that was done was the clutch was frozen to the flywheel. They had to pull the engine out. And all the components, according to the service ticket, were like new, which they should be at that miles. And they cleaned them up, put it back together, and it feels fantastic. So they redid all the fuel system, the new fuel tank, injectors, flushed all the fluids, brake fluids, put brand new Michelin pilots on it. Did everything it needed to be serviceable and usable. And on that subject right now, I'll go ahead and start this car at a cold start. We had to start it enough to get it into this position. No smoke. Beautiful tone. Sports seats, you can see the bolster shows 9,000 miles. You know, if you've been around Porsches, this gets worn out very rapidly, especially on sports seats. My text on this car for this ad was that this gentleman called me, grandson of the original owner. So I'm in my office and I get a call. Gentleman says I'm the grandson of the original owner of a 1985 911 Carrera coupe, and it has 9,400 miles on it. Now we get those calls frequently. People don't know what they have, don't know what they're talking about. So I interviewed him, and he's in his mid-30s, and I said, how long have you known this car? And he said the car's been in his family ever since he's been around. Or that he could remember. I continued to interview him, and I thought, well, there's only one way to find out if there's a true 9,400 mile car, and that's get on an airplane and go look. I've had several of these through the years, so I had an idea. It didn't take long. About 15 minutes into it, I knew. Heck, 3 minutes, I knew this was a real car. You open up the door, and it smells like a brand new Porsche. Smells like a brand new Porsche. I've walked around with a paint meter. It's all original paint. you can see how crisp everything is. I really want to emphasize this because this is part of what shows this car is a real car. Look at this. Look at these rubber seals. Look at this. Nothing cracked, nothing faded. Fantastic. No door dings, no rock chips. That's amazing too. No rock chips. Let me walk around and show you that. In the nose of this original paint car, there isn't one single rock chip on this car. That's pretty unbelievable. The eyebrow's straight, not full of wax. All the lenses are crisp. We'll put it up on the lift and show you these lower extremities. Everything's clean, not full of dirt or dust. The dash is leather, and I recall when these cars were 6 months old, these leather dashes would warp a little bit. And this is the original one, and it is warped a little bit. But that's the way they were. Original radio, all the knobs and switches. Maybe I can show you the inside when we're out in natural light so you can get a better feel. Look how nice and clean that carpet is, that radio deck, speaker deck. Entryways, both sides, no broken seals, nothing scuffed, nothing scratched. Door panels. So upon walking around and feeling all four corners for their originality, looking underneath, loving the original paint. Of course, I asked if I could drive it. Drove it about 10 miles, and I'm telling you, it's like a brand new 1985 911 Carrera. All the synchros are good. The motor sounded good. The motor's dry, by the way. We're going to see it up in the air. It's still covered in cosmoline. Let's do a paint meter reading. Turn the paint meter on. All right, they should be up to 5.5 on a Porsche original paint. There's the left front fender. 5.5 on the hood. 3.5. 5.5. 5.0. 5.0. 5.0. 3.0 and 4.5. Original paint throughout. I think from here I should go ahead and put it on the lift. Show you the undercarriage of the car. Motor compartment is as clean as you would expect on a 9,000 mile car. Struts are good. They had those replaced. All the belts are good. It's got an upgraded air conditioning unit. The air conditioning unit currently is not working. The blower motors or something are not blowing. But you can see it's all there. Belts are in place, and I have recording of that new unit put in the car. Again, nice reflection here. All the correct stickers. What a find. Clean gauges. There's not enough light in here to show you. Again, entryway, nothing scarred up here, nothing cut here, and clean door panels. Well, they don't get much nicer than that. All right, we'll put it up on the list. This interior is so nice, I wanted to give you a shot of it in natural light. The leather's still in wonderful shape. Stitching on the steering wheel is in good shape. Brand new. There it is without the sun shining. Wonderful shot there. All right, here we are at eye level on the 85 911 Carrera. You can clearly see the nose is clean, the spoiler is clean, license plate bracket is clean, lenses are clean. Again, as mentioned earlier, not a single rock chip on the nose of this car. Isn't that an oxymoron in a Porsche? But it's true. No rock chips and original paint. Look how clean the accordions are. It's a great looking car, isn't it? Well, I don't have to do the normal, these are original fenders, because we've already discerned that it's original paint. But while I'm here, you can see the original undercoating from Porsche, and you'll see that on all four corners, which tells us those are original fenders. Condition of the wheels, good. Tires, Michelin Pilot Sports. Look how straight the sides are on this car. Not a single door ding. Gaps, of course, are factory correct. No wax buildup on the rubbers, no gravel wear. Look at all this, everything's crisp like you would expect a 9,000 mile car. A little dust. How straight that door is. But that's the story of the whole car, just straight, straight, straight. Good wheel, again. Clean, no wax, not coming out. Lenses are good, there's no cracks. Probably never been off this car. A little dust. Lenses are good. Not cloudy. This side straight also. Again, good wheel, good tires, no rust. That's the way they're supposed to look. Let's put it on. We're on the underside of the 911. And for those of you that don't know, the factory sprayed these with Cosmoline. And that's what you're seeing here. It's not oil, it's not rust, it's Cosmoline. It's never been cleaned off of this car. With 9,000 miles, that's not surprising. But you can see it's dry. Dry. Cosmoline here. Again, not rust, but Cosmoline, which is a great sign, testament to the original mileage on this car. Looks like they might be from a truck posting. There's a little bit of scuffing, but not through. No rust. Of course, nothing was worn out because it only has 9,400 miles on it. All the bushings are good, rack is good. Clean undercarriage, dry engine, original paint, nice Carrera. Again, don't Don't mistake these discoloration for oil leaks. It's not. It's cosmoline or lack of, where it's peeled off. We'll go for a drive. All right. This 85 Carrera has 9,469 miles on it. And it drives like a 9,000 mile car. Good synchros, of course. Good clutch. Good suspension. Inside of this car and exterior wise reflects out of a 9,000 mile car. I mentioned the AC doesn't work earlier. Well, it does.